Alright, we are live for Friday Arena Kings 5-0 Blitz. 2 hours. Looks like Danny Wrench is in the tournament today. So he'll probably be playing / commentating. Don't know if he'll play the whole thing. Probably at least a little bit, I hope. Go back and watch that later. We don't have a lot of the top players. It's been a smaller week due to the Olympiad at the very least. Looks like we do have a couple people in the 1800s. I was a bit worried for a while we didn't have anyone until we got well above 1900. It looks like we should have some close pairings. Last Friday we were able to snag the under 2200 prize, so hopefully we can do that again. Less than a minute until we begin. Looking for streaks of 3 or more. $20 seconds. Still no GMs in. A little disappointing. No, John's not going to be playing today either. There are a few under 2200 streamers, but not a ton ahead of us. So our chances could be reasonably good today. And here we go. We're off. Op 99. Very common opponent for us. In round 1, we'll leave up the standings. See if he takes right away on F6. He doesn't, so we'll go ahead and break that pin right away. Ooh, we got a bunch of people that already won their first game. Yes, we had some opponents not show up for the first game. Okay. GM Penguin jumped in there. I'm going to pull this bishop back. We're probably going to put our knight on F6. And maybe we'll try and get this bishop to C6. So it's 5-0, a little bit slower, but there's no delay and no increment. So we still have to be aware of the clock. Maybe we'll just take that knight and put our bishop on F6. He's going to take our bishop. We do have the bishop pair for the moment. Slight space disadvantage. If he takes on B7, I'm thinking we should get some pressure down the B file. No reason to pre-move it. And he says no. He doesn't want that pawn. So let's go ahead and blunt that bishop's attack. Okay, we'll try and activate this rook. Not sure where the queen belongs yet. Maybe we'll look to get it to A5. Just get out of that pin down the file, even though he doesn't have a real threat yet. We might play G6 and bishop G7. It's a possibility. So do we pull our bishop back to E7 and play F5? Yeah, I'm going to play F5. I want to just stop that pressure on the light squares. I want to play bishop g5 also, perhaps. There are no sacrifices on h6 here because his other pieces aren't involved. Okay, there's a draw here. Is he going to just take a draw? His rook can't jump up to the third rank, so... Yeah, now he might just take the draw. Which is worth 1 point, but doesn't help us with our streak. He's down by 30 seconds, 40 seconds. He's down a rook, so it would make sense for him to take the draw. Oh, he does not. Okay, he does not take the draw, so now we should be winning. We should be winning. Doesn't mean it's easy, though. Not easy, not easy. If he takes on e6 with the bishop, I might play rook f7, try and give back the rook. Maybe. If only I could threaten his back rank at the same time here. Maybe my bishop f6, bishop g7 didn't quite work as well as I hoped. I'd like to play rook f6. That would really help me here. Okay. This I like, though. Now we try and give up the rook. And now my king is safe. Threaten his back rank. Get rid of his queen. Protect our rook. We're still up on time. If queen h7, I can just go king f8. Okay, let's run the king a little bit. Run the king a little bit. Still having trouble getting the pieces off, though. But our king is run to the queen side, should be safe. He's down to 50 seconds. We gotta watch our time. Try and get these queens off still. I'd like to try and get on the light squares with my queen. Where's that queen going? He's down to 20 seconds. Offer another queen trade. Yeah, and he's got a lot of pawns for this bishop. He's down to 11 seconds, though. Run him out of time, run him out of time. Whew, that was close. He played a really good game there. Once he sacked the rook, he played on. I couldn't find a good way to reduce the pieces. Had to try and win on time. All right, next game. Not an easy first one. I'm glad it wasn't a draw. Okay, Mr. Khan is our next opponent. Zafar Khan from Pakistan. Looks like we got about 8 people that have finished 2 wins so far. But we're not going to be too worried about that. It's a long tournament, full 2 hours. It is nice to get off on a win, but none of the streaks last forever. Now, last tournament we had trouble converting positions against lower rated players, so today we're going to hopefully be able to do that with a little extra time. Interesting. Alright, we'll just back the bishop up. These knights are jumping around here. We're going to just try not to blunder. Make that knight move back. Okay, attacking the knight. Attacking it twice now. Where's that knight going? Ideas of taking on f4 possibly at some point. I'd like to attack on this light square diagonal. We've got almost a minute time edge now. Ah, Max has 3 wins in a row. Paul from St. Petersburg. My guess is he's going to win. Well, no. That's right. Penguin joined. Ooh, and Blitzstream. Ooh, so he did end up getting some of the top players. Alright, our opponent having some connection problems, it looks like. That looks like a good move. Ideas of playing d4, threatening checkmate. Still just trying not to blunder. Don't have to do anything fancy here. We've got a time edge. We've got a good position. I don't think there's any danger here, and I might be able to just use this G file now. What if we come all the way back? King H8. Alright, I'll undouble my pawns if needed. He's down to 2 minutes. And that hangs the queen. So there we go. We'll go all the way back. Looks like he wants to play it out. Threatening checkmate. With queen takes g2. Knight goes back to f3. We can just take it. Okay, this should win the knight. And that's checkmate. All right, good game. Let's move on to game 3. Abel b8. Starting with the Grob. Can't say I know much theory against this. So we're going to just try and play solid. He really wants to open up that diagonal. We are winning a pawn here. If he takes the queen, I just take back. It's just a clean pawn. Alright, we better develop this bishop. Not sure where that knight's going. Trying to team up on c5, it looks like. I might put my knight on d5. That looks like a great square for my knight. But I would like to get castled. That's a free piece. Check. Let's Let's see if we can convert our position of peace up. He resigned. Okay, next game. Nice little streak so far. Starting with 3 wins. Guy McLennan is our next opponent. So we're right in the thick of things. Alright, he exchanged knights, usually a mistake, but not a mistake that loses the game. Just gives white an easier advantage. You know, a nice lead in development. The queen is well placed on d4 since there's not a knight that can go to c6. Alright, we'll back up now. I just wanted to blunt that diagonal a little bit. Yeah, I gotta watch the e4 pawn a little bit. I want to play bishop h6, but if he captures and I capture with the queen, I don't want to just lose a pawn. And now I can play here. Now we're going to take the bishop first. If he takes my bishop, I'm going to take his rook. It looks like he's going to just keep trading. But our rooks are going to jump to the center pretty quick here. Our king is much safer. Try and kick that queen back a little bit. But he's playing fine right now. Guess we'll just guard the h-pawn for the moment. Ooh, he plays h5, okay. Still no blunders from him. Now we see Paul from St. Petersburg at the top, 4 out of 4 here. Whereas Penguin, 2 out of 2. Okay, let's see if we can try and pick up that pawn. He weakened it a little bit by pushing it. Okay, now I'll try and take the file. He can't contest it because I capture and then I get to actually take the e5 pawn with check. Now I get to trade queens. And I'm up a pawn in this king-pawn endgame. Offer to draw. We are not going to take it. We're up the pawn, and he's going to run out of moves. Play this check. Now we step up. He's going to have to worry about a pass pawn on the queen side. I'm going to go take all those king side pawns. Yeah, and this is just a easy win. Queen. Check. He resigned. Good game, sir. On to the next one. Alexei Kor is our next opponent. Okay, I guess I'll take this pawn. As long as he's donating. If he takes the e-pawn, he loses his queen. He can't play his knight to d4 because I'll just take it. Let's try and kick this bishop back a little bit. Trying to play low-risk chess. He's trying to win my queen. Let's go ahead and jump this knight right in to block the file. Threading the knight, we're on the bishop. We're looking to move our rook to the e file. Let's pile up on the file. If I move the f-pawn to f4, he has queen c5 check, so I got to be a little bit careful of that. So instead, I'll be happy to take the knight and just take the pawn. I don't need to win the whole piece since I'm already up a piece. Although this wins the queen, so that's nice. Discovered attack by the bishop with check. Pawn attacking the queen. If the queen blocks the check, we just take it. This also forks the rooks. Take with check. If the king recaptures, then we take the rook with checkmate. Lots of pawns on the board, so no danger of stalemate. Check. Okay, next game. That puts us in sole first place right now. And as soon as we take first place, we get paired way up. Okay, we got a Sicilian. He's probably going to get d5 in. Yep. Made it a little bit too easy for him there. Have to actually learn a line if I'm going to keep playing that. See what we can do on the king side here. Well, let's get out of that. Threatened bishop takes h6. See if we can bring the knight over to that side of the board. I don't want to take too much time because we don't want to spend 10 minutes losing this game. But we do want to at least force him to show that he can win it. Yeah, I guess we'll put the bishop here. Wait, does that do anything? That's still just a trade, right? I'm on the knight. That's not as bad as I thought at first. Okay. So the material is even here. He's offering a queen trade. We're kind of forced into it. We'll just attack that pawn. Our knight's kind of off sides here, but let's see if we can jump around. All right, let's try and round up that pawn. If I round up that pawn, I've got ideas of playing my rook to e3 and then over to h3. Let's get weird, yo. Thank you for the follow. Okay, this is what I was looking at. Okay. So my bishop. Let's attack his bishop. I don't know what's going on here. But it looks like it might be good for us, actually. The bishop's pinned to the rook. I mean, my pieces are kind of awkward, but at least they're all playing. His bishop on b7 and rook on a8 aren't doing much. My king is definitely safer. Now we've got a 30-second time edge also. Yeah, so he just goes ahead and takes it. Okay, I am up a pawn right now. Check. Still up a pawn. Might be winning another pawn. We might have to give the pawn back. Yeah, that passed pawn was pretty annoying. That a pawn's going to be tough. If he takes the f pawn, I play rook d6 check. Trying to survive this endgame against him. Well, I guess we better get behind the pawn at this point, right? If I can pick up that f pawn, maybe the two pawns are worth the rook. Let's get that rook out of danger. And I should at least be drawing here because his king's so far away. Yeah, I don't think I can be losing this position. In fact, I might be just winning. These two pawns might be fast enough, actually. Oh, no. Now it's a draw. I had to push the other pawn. Darn it. Well, at least it's going to be a draw. Darn. Unless he's going to try and play the queen and rook against it. He can't get close enough, but I should be stepping this square. So I guess I am making this a little more difficult than I need to. But he shouldn't be able to make any progress here. Oh, that's frustrating. I had the win. I just had a similar win over the board where I sacrificed the rook. I didn't focus. I pushed the wrong pawn. Am I going to get cut out here? Yeah, he might have got his king close enough. Ugh, that was tough. That was a tough game. That was frustrating. I needed to push the other pawn. Well played by him to get that past a pawn. He threw it away at the end. Marco Totor is our next opponent. See if we can get a new streak going. Broke our concentration. We've played him before, I think. So I think he's played this against us before. Yeah, I don't want to play bishop b4. We'll just castle kingside. Though we do have to get this light square bishop out eventually, right? Maybe just b6. Then play for c5. It's a possibility. Rook c8 also coming up. Gotta watch for bishop takes h7 stuff. Do I play c5 here? Let's try it. I thought about playing knight f8 and knight g6, but it just feels passive. We don't have a streak going, so let's just play for a real advantage, I guess. Okay, he's got an isolated pawn now. And are we winning a pawn here? We might be winning the d pawn. Maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. What if I attack? There. Knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Huh. And play knight g4. That looks interesting. I'm on the rook. Moves the rook somewhere. I guess his queen can take the knight. I was just focusing that as attacking his rook. Yeah. That's not what we wanted. Not ideal. Maybe we did get a little bit too crazy playing c5 there. Alright, need to get back on a streak. Here's a good chance too. Hamar Strom Oscar. Still sitting in the top 10 right now. Just get everything guarded here. Okay, here his queen's not on my knight when it moves forward, so we should at least be able to keep our knight safe for the moment while we try and get back on track. Let's go ahead and get castled. Queen side, wow. I'm going to play f3 because I want to play bishop d3 and not have to worry about him taking the e4 pawn, which maybe it didn't matter anyway. Now I'm looking for knight. Now I was looking for knight c6 check, but I guess he doesn't want me to play that. So if I play knight c6 check, pawn takes, queen, yeah, his queen can block. If he takes on d5 and then tries to double up down the e-file, pinning the bishop, I should be able to defend enough times. Let's try and open it up. Knight a5 in the c6. If he takes on a4, my queen can take a6. If he pushes, I can take a6. Okay. Now if he takes, I can take on c4 with check or with the knight, although my knight probably wants to be on c6. Now I'm thinking about pushing a5 so my bishop can go to b6. But maybe we don't need to. The a pawn takes, I play rook a8 and then rook a7, winning the queen. Okay, do we take with the pawn or the rook? Actually, neither. Let's go ahead and line the queen up. We've got some nice discoveries, such as knight e5 check, picking up the queen. Rook a7, queen b8 is checkmate. Alright, and he resigns. Next game. Let's get this streak going. Let's get back on track. We're in 6th place right now. Zugswang Beast. Okay, one of our fellow streamers. He's played pretty well against us in the past. Got a French win hour. Okay, so we got some theory here. I feel like in the past, maybe he didn't play it. Maybe he did play this line. Yeah, with the f4 there, which is just kind of weird not to play queen g4, I guess, to me at least. Might as well play e5 if you're going to play f4. Alright, we're just going to get developed normally here. Maybe we'll try and pile up on this diagonal a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't do anything. I think I'm going to keep my king in the center, though. Aha. Is he looking for sacrifices? On f7. Might have to play king d8 and bishop e8. Ooh, I am happy to see that, though. Now let's castle. And if he plays queen h5, I'm going to play h6. Now that he doesn't have a light squared bishop, I should be okay. He can take on f7 to get the knight. But again, without the light squared bishop, I don't feel like I'm in a huge amount of danger. Yeah, he is up a pawn, though. So how much is that going to matter? My knight looks better than his bishop for the moment. So let's get this knight to c4, which is a great square. If he ever takes on c5, then I'm going to get the e5 pawn. Here, if he takes on c5, same thing. I can take back and then take on e5. And my knight's going to be on c4 forever. Let's hit that bishop. Where's his rook trying to go? Is a rook trade good for me now with this knight? Probably still not good. Alright, let's just play a move. Just play a move. See what he does. We should be at least even here. Okay, now my king can step into the game. Rook g6 and maybe king e6. Maybe king e7. I probably don't want him to get to f8. Yeah, let's make sure our rook can guard everything here. Okay, so what happens? I think a rook trade's actually good for us here. Because of my king placement? Maybe. Maybe not. Perhaps I should have taken more time to try and calculate it. Takes on c5. Again, he loses the e5 pawn, which I think is pretty significant. Ooh, but now I'm going to get the c2 pawn. And the bishop can't guard it. And my knight's going to be able to get to e4, which looks like a great square. Yeah, this just is not going to be... Okay, well, that's just a free bishop. So we'll take that. What? I did not see that. I did not see that. Alright, well, let's try and collect some of these pawns then. That was pretty nice tactic there by him. Give him some credit. Yeah, he might have us here. Alright, well, we'll play it on a little bit. Maybe he'll stalemate us and we'll get one extra point. But it's not looking good here. Alright, well played by him. Next game. Yeah, I'm not sure if I was losing whenever he offered that bishop or not. Whenever he plays that move. That move just might be winning. Alright, we need to try and get a streak again. Let's play d4. We'll try and get that bishop off. Take advantage of those light squares. Threatening to take the bishop since the pawn's pinned. Pressure e6 here. The castles, I take the bishop and then play knight e6 with a fork. Play knight e6 anyway. I don't think it does anything here. Ooh, he goes queenside. Alright, we're on the rook, and then we can play our knight to c5, perhaps. Ooh, maybe bishop f4 next when he saves the rook. And try and pressure the c7 square. That's an option. See what he takes back with. He takes back with the pawn. I can't play knight c5, but otherwise I can. And that looks strong. Takes with the pawn. Yeah, he did take with the pawn. We might be losing the d-pawn, and I'm not sure if that matters or not. Ooh. Or not. He gave us one of his d-pawns. Check. And now we pick up the rook with check. The knight was pinned, so I had to block a different way. We'll play another check here. His queen's kind of stuck. Check. Now my rook can come down to e8. A little over an hour left. Okay, and this wins the queen. All right, next game. 7th place right now. Pestiv is our next opponent. Trying to figure out who in the under 2200 section is streaming. Max is, but I'm not sure if he qualifies. He might only qualify for the under 1600 prize. I don't think FT Thomas streams. Probably bishop e6 so that my rook on the A file can come into the game. Knight d7 to help back up my other knight so that there's no pressure on h7, or at least less pressure. Might play h6. We'll see. At least fight for the e file here. Yeah, push his bishop back. He might have to take on f6. If he backs up, I can probably play g5. Yeah, I'm going to play g5. He's going to sacrifice, but I think I should be perfectly safe here. Looking to trade off the bishop. All right. Okay, goes backwards. Now I can take on h3. If he takes it, I can take on f3. So the pieces are coming off the board, which is what we want. So we're just up a piece now for a pawn. But I don't think he has any real compensation for it, not even the pawn. Check. Oh, I don't know why I said check, because it's not check. That's funny. This will be a check, though. Okay, let's try and trade queens here. Yeah, that's the move that I had to be careful of. Let's get this rook involved. And get the knight involved. Check. Just have to be careful not to blunder some kind of checkmate here. Now if the rook moves, the queen's hanging. Rook takes f7 would win my queen, so let's not blunder that. Okay, let's get our rook involved. Okay, we've just hit the halfway point of the tournament. Let's play a check. Offer a trade. And this should be nice and easy for us. See if he decides to play it out. He is going to. But my pawns are not weak. So we're going to just pick off his pawns. His rook's pretty inactive at the moment. And we always have the knight to fall back on. Not sure where that a pawn is going. My rook is guarding the c pawn. Okay, there we go. He resigned. Next game. That keeps us in the top 10. Roman Boss is our next opponent. I guess we'll take that. Feel like we've got some theory going here. But it doesn't feel like it should be good for black. We're on the g7 pawn. Take there. My queenside castle here might have some discoveries down the d file. His queen's tied to the e pawn for the moment. Knight b5 with a discovery on the queen. I guess we'll bring our knight back. Hmm. Takes on b3, I'll take, and I can always play... Well, I don't think my king's in danger. Ooh, I'm definitely happy to see that, because this gives me an attack on the queen. And the queen's actually almost trapped here. And it's going to be trapped, I think. That's a free queen. He could have gone to b2, but then the queen still doesn't have any moves, so... Oh, let's go ahead and pin that rook. Keep him from castling. Looks annoying. And this will be our third win in a row. Let's make that rook move and play our rook to the d file. Check. Rook takes, and then I'll be able to take on e7. Check. Mate next move. All right, next game. Ah, got a streak again, so now I get another FIDE Master. Or I guess it was a National Master last time. But another opponent over 2,300. Since we just moved into 6th place as the top untitled player. Yep, he jumps right in there. Huh. Try and block out that light square bishop. Yeah, everyone ahead of us is on huge winning streaks. What if I attack that bishop? Then ideas of pushing the f-pawn. I don't think he can sacrifice on f7. I don't see anything there, at least. Ooh, actually, if we exchange bishops out here, I'm threatening knight f4, which looks good. I mean, my light square bishop is terrible here, but yeah, he tries to avoid that. f5 maybe? We'll bring the knight back. Defense, that's what we're trying to do here. Attack the queen again. Oh, now he's going to take on f7. Darn it. Played that move too fast. Yeah. Good attack by him. Next game. Not as good as our last game against 2,300. Gotta get back on track. Mohamed Saad Kenway. Okay. Another tough game. Playing up 2 games in a row here. No mouse slip. First mouse slip of the day. It's okay. It's a weird position now. Well, at least getting our pawn back here. With some interest, actually. Huh. Suddenly I'm up a pawn. Kind of. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this B pawn. So we aren't even going to try. Interesting. At least get rid of all the targets on that file. Maybe he'll think the knight is hanging. So the material is even here. Although he can take the A pawn whenever he wants it. Maybe I can do something down the D file if I push the E or C pawn. I guess that doesn't work, does it? No, it does not. Got too creative there. Rook b8 should finish the game. Ooh, he's on a 10 game win streak there. Yep. That move finishes it off. Alright, on to the next one. We got to get back on a streak. Here we go. This is our chance to start a new streak. 45 minutes left. One more win, we will tie our score from... Whoop, that's a piece. Tie our... Oh, no, it's not. Tie our score from Wednesday, even though it's slower time control. Just the usual weird exchange that people do here. Bishop g5 next. Let's play a check. See if he blocks with the queen. Blocks with the bishop. Okay, happy to see that. I don't think there's any bishop takes h2 stuff. It looks a little bit weird though. Bishop takes h2, king takes, and then if he pushes the d pawn, he's on my queen. No, I play queen f3, and if he plays knight g4 check, then I sacrifice on the knight and then take his queen. Okay. So it does not work here. Just looking for e5. Now we're on the bishop, and we're threatening mate. So this wins a piece. All right, let's get the rest of the pieces off the board. Try and simplify as quick as possible. That's a free bishop. Alright, what kind of crazy stuff do we have? Do we have any bishop takes g6 stuff? Nope, I guess not. Maybe my knight can get up into f5. My back rank is fine right now. I've always got bishop f1, and I control the only open file, so no risk there. We can take here. He can't play king h7. So now I've got space for my bishop. Although now I do have to just be aware of my back rank. Checkmate, even though the rook was free also. On to the next game. That's 30 points. EG 0210. We've played him plenty of times in the arenas. Let's see if we can continue this streak. We are only 7 points out of first right now. So if we can win this game, we will be right in the thick of things. Okay, and we're going to play the poison pawn variation. And he gives me this pawn, which he's not supposed to, but he's done it a couple different times. So this definitely isn't correct for white, but I'm not sure exactly how to punish it. Okay, let's attack this knight. We do want to contest that diagonal for sure. Okay, and I'd definitely be happy if he takes my knight. Oh yeah, this is very nice. Let's go queenside. And if he takes on c5, my plan was to push this pawn and then play rook d2. I don't know if it's a good plan, but that was our plan. Ooh, interesting. Rez0409, thank you for the follow. So we're threatening the c pawn. We're also having ideas of playing rook h8 here. We've also got rook g2. So we've got a lot of pressure here. It takes the e pawn. We have at least the windmill. So he should win at least a piece there. Yeah, this position should be winning now that my rook got onto the second rank. He definitely should have given me this light square diagonal. Alright, and he's down to 3 minutes. We got a minute time advantage too. Need to use our 4 minutes to convert this position for sure. He's going to sacrifice on b7. If he takes on e3, then I'm going to take h2 with the d rook. Okay, he's going to give up the exchange here. Definitely worth taking. We are threatening rook h1 and also threatening the c2 pawn. And with 2 active rooks, we should get at least all our material pawn-wise. Check. Oh, this is actually going to be really nice, I think. Check. We're winning at least the bishop. Check. And his king does escape. It does escape. But we pick up everything else on the board, so. All right, and now it's just a matter of converting this position. Check. And offer the rook trade. And that should be it. Okay, obviously doesn't want the rook trade. So we need to find a way to force it. Can't really make any progress here. So what do I need to target? Guess we'll push the A pawn now. Yes, that's it. Actually, let's play this check first. And then we'll play here. Check. Gotta find a way to trade rooks now. Check. Hide our king. Now we're threatening king g6 checkmate. Offer the rook trade, and if he doesn't trade rooks, king g6 is still going to be checkmate. So it's trading rooks or checkmate now. Took a little work, but we got it done. All right. Checkmate. Okay, next game. That was a good game. That was fun. That moves us into 8th place. We've got a streak going. Come on, chess.com. Give us some pairings that continue our streak. Got a 2,000, so still tough. Making us earn this streak. We'll play a gambit. We'll castle here. Take with the pawn. See where the queen goes here. He's going to block with the knight. Yes, he is. Let's do something a little different here. Takes with the knight. I'm going to take it. I'm going to have a queen a4 check is my plan. So queen a4 check is the idea. He can play c6, and then I'm thinking rook d1. Okay, so he's just going to give me the piece. So now we're up a piece. Okay. He had to play c6, but then I've got rook d1. The queen has to move, and I think I might be getting the piece anyway. Let's try and get the queens off the board so that he doesn't have the pressure down the g file that he wants. Just need to watch the G file here. Also need to develop this knight, because I'm not up a piece as long as this knight's sitting here. A little risky playing f3. Got to watch out for queen c5 checks later. Doesn't want to make it easy. Okay, we're on the rook. Okay, probably should have played queen c5 check there. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that threat. Now we can develop our knights. I like f3 because it's preventing queen g4. I can jump my knight in there, but I think b5 is actually better for me. Now I'm trying to take on c7 with check. Not worth it though. Let's just guard the checkmate. He's going to try and offer a rook trade here, maybe? I don't know. This position just can't be good for black. As long as I don't blunder checkmate, it should just be clearly winning. I think I've had good luck against this particular player. I've beat him a couple times in the past. Then we take with check. play another check. If he steps back to e7, we have knight c6 check. Okay, let's force him onto the G file. Ooh, okay. Okay, he's fighting. Ah. So I take on G2. I didn't see that move. Didn't see that move. Not good. Okay, now I'm down the exchange. How many pawns do I have for it? 1? It's not enough. I don't think I have any great checks here either. I can force the queens off, which might be my best bet. Ooh, I don't know about that move, though. Check. Check. Yeah, I guess I have to take it. It's frustrating. Yeah, that was a nice move. Rook takes G2 that he found. $15 left, too. Spent too much time. Yeah, nothing here. Attack the rook. Move our king around a bit. Yep, he got us. Oh, that was a fun game. Rook takes G2 was a nice move. Alright, 26 minutes left. Amund, who have faced several times. He got the better of us in the last arena, so let's see what we can do in this one. We are ahead of him at the moment. I'd like to get one more streak of 3 before we're done for the day. Queen c7 next. Tack down the c file. Takes the knight, I can take on e5. This should just win a piece. Check, and I'm on the bishop. Okay, maybe not a full piece. Maybe. Well, now it does. He should have blocked with the knight. Alright, so at least that was a nice, easy game. See if he plays it out or not. Now I've got knight c3 check, if he doesn't exchange queens here. Oh, he said accidentally pre-moved and couldn't cancel it. That's too bad. Yeah, it definitely seemed like an error that he would usually not make, so. That's the only time we've played him today, too, and usually our games are good, so a little disappointing there. Although, can't complain about how it affects the standings. Let's look for f4. We're in 6th place right now. Okay. So how do we get some more pressure here? Okay, that definitely helps. That's a pawn. So we've got a pawn now. Got a pawn. Now, what are we going to do with this dark squared bishop? Might just have to save him for later in the game. Maybe I push f5 and then put him on f4. That looks like an idea. Okay. Alright, we're on the rook. We're on the queen and the rook, so that should be just about game. So that is a free rook we just earned ourselves. Bishop moves, I take on a7, threatening rook b8. Okay, that's a free bishop. And that's going to be checkmate. Had to trade queens there. Alright, next game. Keeps us in 7th place with 21 minutes left. Sword of the Word 16 is our next opponent at 2100. Another win hour. Lots of win hours today. Makes for exciting games. Okay, so he's going to play this exchange line. Which I do not really know that well, but it shouldn't be super scary, right? Try and force that bishop back. Okay, our position should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And see if I can inch my queen over there into the king's side. Maybe I can use that H-file. Knight g4 coming up. Yeah, this is really nice, actually. How does he stop knight g4 next? I want to try and open the G file here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, maybe I've got to play on the E file. He can't play bishop e2 because I take on h2. Huh. Try and move that rook a little closer. Ah. Yeah, we had an attack there, but we weren't precise enough. Next game. Nice tactic by him. Removing the defender. Alright, still in 7th place. 17 minutes to go. We're looking for 3 more games. Zugzwang Beast had that nice tactic to win last time we played him in that end game. So let's see if we can get some revenge on him. Looks like he's not having the best second half to his tournament. King h1. Maybe bishop e3 first. Yeah, bishop e3 first. Ooh, maybe I'll have tactics on that diagonal. Yeah, now I might. Yeah, he moves out of the way. Alright, let's just move our king off that diagonal. I don't know if I really had to stop a5. Just trying to keep some quick moves here. Still in 7th place, but only points ahead of all these people. So, yeah, see right there we dropped all the way to 9th real quick. Do I have tactics by taking on b5? It looks like I might. Ooh, I really want to. Yeah, I'm going to. I think I do. I think I do. Looks interesting. Check. Maybe we don't have enough here. Were we over-eager? Likely. We likely were. Now we're going to have to create something. Avoid the queen trade for sure. See where the queen goes here. Yeah, still don't want to trade. Guess we'll attack that rook. But we're trying to make something out of nothing here. $13 left. Yeah, not enough here. Let's try and get 2 more games in. He defended well there. He got the better of us twice today. So if he finishes ahead of us, it's definitely well earned, but I think he was too far behind. Okay, we're right in 10th place right now. If we can win these last 2 games, we might have our first top 10 finish. Let's just jump this guy in, I guess. Gives up a pawn, but I think it stops all of his ideas. And it makes our light squared bishop beautiful. Gotta develop our knight next. Maybe knight d7 to f8 up to e6. That would be a good square for it. I don't know if either of... I don't think any of those people are streamers, but we will see. Alright. Let's make this knight good. Okay, I wanted to jump in here anyway. Okay, we'll attack the rook. Try and force the queens off, even though I'm down a pawn. We're going to have trouble fitting in one more game, I think. Ooh, he avoided the trade. Okay. Now we're threatening to just take the bishop. Could have taken the rook there. Back up a little bit. Still on the bishop. Okay, we got a nice time edge. Okay, now we're winning a piece. Looks interesting if I get my rook down to g2. Whoop, we should be happy to trade here. Ooh. All right. But now I should be able to pick up all these pawns. The F pawn is not actually dangerous. And he resigns. Next game. Let's try and get it in quick. We're in 8th place here. FT Thomas, who's fallen down a bit. He's over 1900. Be a tough last game. Hoping that if we play quickly, we'll have enough time for it. Just playing fast. Playing fast here. Try and create an attack on the king side. Attack, attack, attack. We'll definitely have enough time to finish if I play fast. Okay, we'll take the bishop. If he takes the knight, I have queen, h6 check, which we have anyway here. I'm on the knight still. Do we sacrifice? Rook takes h5, knight f6. Let's try it. It looks interesting. Check. Threatening mate. He's going to guard the mate, and then I'm going to queenside castle. This will take here. You can play a check, but it doesn't do anything. His king is exposed. I don't know if we have enough here or not, but we'll find out. Okay, what's happening here? What is happening here? I don't know. I don't think I have anything, though. Don't think I have anything. Thread mate one more time. Take some pawns. Well played by him. Aim for one more game. $18.78. Yeah, we're likely to fall out of the top 10 here with 5 minutes to go. Likely to fall out of the top 10. See if we can get one more win. If we can convert this game. Maybe if it gets close, we'll offer a draw. Push this knight back. See if he takes on d4 or not. Yeah, I'm going to take with the knight. Okay, we both have some kingside pressure here. Yeah, let's attack the queen. That seems useful. How do we get in there without giving up checkmate ourselves? That's the question. Okay, we'll attack the queen. This actually might be good for me. Takes the knight. I have bishop h7 check. We picking up this pawn. Maybe not. See if we can find a way to attack it. Bishop f5 maybe? Nope. Bring our bishop back to attack it. Wow, look at his king running out. One minute left. It's not check anymore. I don't see anything here. See if he wants a draw. Doesn't look like he wants a draw. Seconds left. What are you gonna do? I mean, you can do anything you want. There's not gonna be any checkmate here in 10 seconds. And that's it. Okay. We end up in 9th place, so no one passed us at the end there. Wow. 9th place, our first top 10 finish. Second half was a little bit tougher than the first half, but overall a very good tournament. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed. and I will see you for a lot of chess tomorrow. We'll be playing in a lot of little events on chess.com tomorrow, streaming each of them. So anytime you tune in tomorrow, you should see some chess going on. All right. Good luck in your games.